Yep, that's me. You're probably wondering how I ended up in this situation.
Arr, it's pirate time. What's some pirate catchphrases? I don't know any. Yo ho ho and a bottle of rum. That's pirates, isn't it? This is Sea of Thieves. We can finally share footage of the beta of Sea of Thieves that's running right now. I've been playing the alpha along with thousands of other people for a little while now, and it's always been under NDA, so you've not been able to share any of the footage. It's just been a private, closed alpha. They've just launched the beta, and finally they're letting people share their experiences in it. So the game doesn't launch till the end of March, but this is a small vertical slice of the game. So it's a short craft. Well, I say short. I think you can play it for as long as you want, but it's just like a crafted small area to show you some of the things that you'll do in Sea of Thieves when it launches. So more specifically, this video is me playing Sea of Thieves single player. So a lot of the footage that's been shared of Sea of Thieves so far, quite rightly, is the multiplayer aspect of it, because it's a what they call a shared universe game. So if you've played something like Destiny, I was going to say or MMOs, but it's nothing like an MMO really. This shared universe is kind of a great way of describing it, because you're playing it with other people. You've got your pirate crew, whereas in Destiny you've got your fire team, and you're playing in this world and this environment that's also inhabited by other players. You're not necessarily interacting with them directly all of the time, but you might come across them while you're out on a voyage. You might fight them. It's got PvP, or you might just pass them. You might just see them, but it's this shared universe. So I think it is a good term for describing it. But you're totally fine to experience Sea of Thieves on your own as a single player. If you don't have any friends playing it, or you just don't like the general public, you're quite open to playing it single player. When you start up the game, or at least when you start the beta, you're given three options. You can join with a 4-person crew, which is the recommended way of playing. You can join with a 2-person crew. So if you've just maybe got one friend who's playing it, you can play like a duos game, or you can play on your own. And they're not just matchmaking options. They scale the boat, the ship. So we can see now in this footage, I'm on my ship here. It's a really small ship because I'm playing on my own. So it's made much smaller so I can get around it quicker. There's less to manage on it, because when you're in a 4-person game, you've all got jobs on the ship. You know, one person's steering, one person's dealing with the map, one person's dealing with the sails or raising the anchor, and that's still true with this small ship, but it's made much more manageable because it's much smaller. So I wanted to jump in and experience what it was like to play on your own. It's not that I don't have friends. It's not that I don't like playing with the general public. I just thought it'd be interesting to look at because it's something that I haven't really experienced. All my play of Sea of Thieves so far has been with other people. And to be fair, it is the ideal way of playing the game. It's the most fun. You're definitely going to have a better time playing with your friends. But let's have a look at how it is on your own. So I've just picked up a voyage. So voyages are the quests in Sea of Thieves. They're the missions that you'll go out on, and you buy your voyages, like contracts from a guy on this island that we just left, Dagger Outpost, I think it was called. There's a merchant there, and your very first voyage that you take on he gives you for free, but from then on you buy them. So everybody in your team, and I'm going to keep describing this as if it's a big multiplayer game. I know I'm showing it as single player, but if you were playing this in a 4-person team, everyone's kind of got their voyages that they've bought. You all stick them down on the table, and then you all vote on which voyage you want to go out and complete. As I'm on my own, I just voted obviously for my own voyage, and we head out. And as soon as you start the voyage, it'll give you a map or a riddle. As I say, this is just the beta, so it's maybe limited in scope. I imagine there's going to be more things to do in the full game, but as we can find in the beta, it's you'll be given a map or a riddle. That's what I've seen so far. So I've just been given this riddle, which off the top of my head I can't remember what it is now. It was something about going to a specific island. So you can look on your big world map that's on your ship, and you can find that island and then set sail. So I'm currently en route to this island. Here we go. Here's the clue. If treasure ye seek, then heed my word. The Sunken Grove, something. So I've pinpointed the Sunken Grove on my world map, and I'm heading there now. And it's worth pointing out again, this is an online game. It's a shared universe game. So all the while here, I'm constantly looking out for other ships and other pirates, because if I were to come across a large ship that's got a 4-person crew on it, they could just decide to be dicks and take me out and completely destroy my ship. At the minute, I don't have any treasure on the ship, so it would be pointless. They'd just be doing it for the sport. But later on, when I've collected my treasure, that's not what I want to happen. I don't want to be stranded without a ship. So here we are, the Sunken Grove. Luckily, this was really close by to the starting island, but I guess it's random. The area that you can play in the beta is massive. It really reminds me of Wind Waker. I know that's an obvious thing because you like sailing the seas on your ship, but it is kind of Wind Waker, isn't it? You know, you get given a piece of a map and you go and you find something on an island, and that's the worst bit of Wind Waker. That's the bit that everyone hated. I don't know. Somehow Rare have made it fun. So yeah, I mean, if it wasn't previously obvious, this is the new game by Rare, who've made Banjo-Kazooie, Perfect Dark, GoldenEye, Viva Pinata. This is their new game. So they've been making this for what seems like forever now, although I think it was only announced a couple of years ago. So anyway, let's head out onto the island. We've got a clue here. Treasure you seek, then heed my word, the Sunken Grove should be preferred. And then now that we've reached the Sunken Grove, the next part of the clue will reveal itself. Find the Scarecrow at the northwest gate. This merry dance will be your worth. 10 paces west by southwest and break the earth. So we're presumably looking for this gate at the northwest of the island with a Scarecrow. So we whip out a compass, and while we're there, I found some barrels that have got bananas and cannonballs in it, and I don't know, if you're going to get in a fight with other pirates, you're going to want cannonballs, and bananas heal you. So anyway, here's the compass. Going to start heading to the northwest of the island, because I don't have a map of this island. I've got the world map, which shows where it is in the ocean, but I don't have a map of this island. Sometimes you'll get maps of the islands. I don't. I just had a clue with this. I just had a riddle. So I'm kind of going blind and just following my compass for the minute and looking for this Scarecrow. So it doesn't seem like there are any other players on the island, and as of yet, I haven't run into any AI. There are AI enemies, skeletons, and they've teased that there's going to be a Kraken in the game, although I haven't seen any hint of a Kraken, I'm quite pleased to say. So yeah, I've kind of reached the northwest here, and just looking for this Scarecrow. And there it is. That looks like a Scarecrow, and it's at a gate. So we can presume that is the Scarecrow at the northwest gate. So let's take another look at the riddle. This merry dance will be worth 10 paces west by southwest and break the earth. So that's like a classic pirate clue. It's you going 10 paces. So one of the cool features about this game, and I've spoken about this in my EGX video where I demoed Sea of Thieves, is when you pull out your compass. And I totally got this wrong the first time I tried this, because it's been a while since I played it. If you get out your compass and you hold the right trigger, it will... Oh, I'll explain this in a minute. This is the AI skeletons. So bear with me while I struggle with my controls to try and find out how to pull my sword out. But they're not too difficult. These low-level skeletons, anyway, they're just bothersome more than dangerous. So anyway, if you pull your compass out and you hold the R trigger, you'll hold the compass close to your face, and then every pace you take, your controller will rumble. So you can really easily count your paces. So if you've been given a clue to go south by southwest from a Scarecrow 10 paces, you can count the paces with your vibration. I mean, it also makes an audio cue coming out of your speakers, but the vibration of your controller is really how you're counting this. So I'm trying to go 10 paces here, and I feel like I've nailed it, but I can't seem to find it. Could, of course, just start digging everywhere in the area, in the general area, because it's got to be somewhere around here. But, maybe wrong. Maybe this isn't the Scarecrow that was in the clue. It doesn't seem like there's any other gates or any other Scarecrows around here, so, I mean, we've got to presume it's the right one. So maybe the 10 paces south by southwest aren't from the Scarecrow, they're from the northwest gate. So if we try that and walk really slow and you're counting the 10 paces here, and you can hear, you'll be able to hear, you can hear the paces. So that's 10. There it is. We have struck gold. X marks the spot, although we didn't have an X to mark any spot here. But we've found the treasure. So that's exciting and that's cool. But that's only chapter 1 of this voyage. So the more difficult voyages, your very first free voyage will just be go and find this treasure. Here's a map. X marks the spot. The more difficult the voyages are, the more parts they've got. And this all comes into the you can be ambushed by other pirates at any time, because there's 3 chapters to this voyage, and all the time I've got this treasure on board my ship. So if I get raided by other pirates, or I crash my ship, or I get taken out by AI enemies, I'm losing this treasure and it's going to sink to the bottom of the ocean. So straight away I'm starting to feel a little bit panicky, and I kind of just want to get to the end of this voyage now so I can cash in the treasure. You can't open the chest until you take it back to the outpost where I got the quest. So once there, in fact, you don't even open the chest. You sell it back to the guy that gave you the voyage, and you get money so that you can take on more difficult quests. And you use that money to buy better gear, better swords, better guns, spy glasses, instruments, so that when you're playing with your friends, you can play musical instruments. All this different stuff. So now I'm trying to find my ship because, as I said, I don't have a map of this island, and it's massive, and I can't seem to find where I parked my ship. I don't even know which side of the island it was. Oh, there it is. I don't desperately want to swim around in the sea because there's nasty stuff in the ocean. So I'll try and retrace my steps to get back to the boat. And I think it was up here. There we go. Okay, so that's chapter 1 done. We've got the first treasure chest. So I'm going to stow that away in my ship, and I should now have a second piece of the puzzle for the second part of the quest, which I think is a map. So let's see. Yeah, so this time this is the other type. So before you would get a riddle, and it tells you literally the name of the place you're going. If you've just got a map, you've got to look at the shape of the island on your map and try and work it out. I've instantly found it on there, but previously I've been looking at this map forever. But yeah, you just look at this little map and it shows you a vague shape, and you find that on the world map. This one was super easy to find. It's actually not very far away, which is good because I'm on my own. I do wonder if they kind of scale these missions for difficulty depending on how many of you there are. So I'm just here quickly, this is me raising the anchor. Obviously, if your anchor's down, your ship can't go anywhere. So this is turning on the engine, basically. And you can also raise and lower the sail. So you could raise it halfway, maybe, if you don't want to go so fast. Or you can drop it all, so you've got full sail power. And you can also turn the sail. So when I look at the sky, you'll see that there's little whizzing lines of the wind, again, like Wind Waker. And you can steer your sail to catch the wind, which is speed. It's how you get up to speed, basically. So let's just go and see if we're pointing in the right direction. If I was playing with a crew here, ideally I would have somebody looking at the world map here so they can tell me we're going in the right direction. We'd have somebody steering the ship, and when you're in a ship with other people, this big sail here actually drops far enough down that it covers your view. So if you're steering, you can't actually see where you're going. So it requires cooperation from the other people in the team to look at the map and look at the compass, and somebody probably just to stand at the front of the boat and look out front. So everybody is needed. And that's one of the great things about playing this with friends. It's like it forces you all to work together. It's not just an optional, oh, the more of us there are, the easier it is to kill skeletons. It's just simple things like the transportation, which in most games would just be, you know, if you're playing GTA Online or something with your friends, you're just jumping in a truck and driving. Here, you're working together, and just getting your ship from one island to the next is not a puzzle, but it's a challenge. And it's a series of objectives that you've got to beat just to get your ship moving. and I think that's kind of fascinating. I really like it. I like that they found the fun in everything to do with being a pirate. And I've just gone completely the wrong way here. I need to really readjust it. This is the problem with being on your own, because I've messed this up. I need to go hard north. Well, there's this big rock in the way. But yeah, I think for me, one of the big triumphs of what Rare's done with Sea of Thieves, from what I've seen so far, is just finding the fun in everything. Everything you do, nothing's mundane in this. If counting paces and finding somewhere on the map, of course that's fun because you're doing literally a treasure map and a treasure hunt. But kind of driving a boat from one island to the next shouldn't be fun, but it is, particularly if you're playing with your friends. So if we can just get round this island... Oh, well off course. So we're going to Blackwater Enclave. Still need to turn a bit more to the north. It's certainly more fiddly when you're on your own. It's not a drag, it's not to say it isn't fun, but this problem that we're having here, if I had a crew full of other pirates... Number one, this probably wouldn't have happened, and number two, we'd all be shouting the directions to each other and helping each other out to try and nail this. And it's just really lucky that there doesn't seem to be any other pirates on the horizon, because now that I've got this treasure on board, I really don't want to see another soul. So it seems to be back on track anyway. This map that I've got here, a difference to the riddle that I had before, this map is literally an X marks the spot. So I've got to, when I get on the island, I've got to try and get my bearings, see which side I am, and try and work out where the X is from this piece of paper. Which shouldn't be too hard, because the island looks absolutely tiny. And my next challenge is to try not to smash my boat into the island, because it's easier than you'd think to absolutely wreck your boat and sink it. So if I just raise this sail up to try and slow us down, and then try and position the boat as best I can, and at the last minute I'm going to drop the anchor, and this is handbrake turning it basically. You just whack the wheel around. What's it called? Is it wheel? So that I'm not facing the island when I have to pull away. So it's on the mini island, which is just this tiny little piece of ground by the looks of it. Checking around, there's no nasty things in the water with me. So it seems like the X is probably just on this bit of ground here. That's incredibly easy. No paces to count or anything. Yep, here it is. So that's the second part of this mission. That was loads easier than the first. So I believe... Oh yeah, final chapter. We've got one more part. So, one more riddle or map. Okay, so we've got a map. So that's 2 treasure chests I've got on board now. Doubly terrified of coming across anybody else at this point. Okay, so I've gone. Oh, it is a riddle. Marauders Arch is the golden key between the sky and the deep blue sea. So we're looking for Marauders Arch. Sharkfin Camp, Landman's Lagoon. Zoomed out a bit far. Kraken Watchtower. Sounds good. Smuggler's Bay. There's a lot of islands. Oh, there it is, Marauders Arch. Oh, it's right ahead of us. God, they've given us an easy mission here. I mean, this is early on in the game. I'm not taking on. I'm taking on the easiest missions because I've only just started playing this build of the beta. So we're just going in a straight line. This should be absolutely no problem. Oh, in fact, you can see Marauders Arch. I'm presuming that's it. Straight ahead, that massive arch. So nice that the sun's come up now, at least. I always prefer sailing in the daytime. I guess you can see better, can't you? Although at night you sometimes see the lights from other ships, and that's sometimes your hint that there's another set of pirates on the horizon. So I guess when this game comes out, I will be mostly playing it multiplayer with friends or with randoms. I mean, all my experiences of playing this with randoms online, you know, it does matchmaking automatically for you. It just finds you 3 other pirates. It's always been really positive. Everyone's always using their microphones, so you can all communicate and talk to each other. It's been absolutely positive. Maybe that's because we're all enthusiasts, because you know we've all managed to get into this beta. Oh, is that another pirate ship at the island? Because that would be really bad. That looks like a massive pirate ship. So my problem is I need to get to this island to finish the quest. I can't just go back home. So maybe I'll just head round to the other side of the island. Between the sky and the Golden Sea. I mean, I presume that means on top of that arch. You know what, maybe that isn't a pirate ship. It looks like it sails, but it looks like it's kind of got legs, like it's a structure in the ocean rather than another ship. I think I'm wrong. I don't think it is a ship. No, it's not. It's totally not. It's like a watchtower or something. So this is something I haven't seen before. This island has got like... It's like a base, look. I hope that doesn't mean this is full of enemies that are about to start cannonballing my ship. Because that would be crap, and I need to get on the island. Seems abandoned. Let's drop this anchor. And I'm going to try and spend as little time... Oh, that was a cracking handbrake turn, that is. I'm ready to escape as soon as I've got this treasure chest. That was good. I've totally messed up that handbrake turn a few times and ended up pointing directly at the island. And when you're this close, when you have to pull away, you can't reverse one of these ships. Like, yeah, you just end up bumping off the island. Okay, seems deserted. What's the next part of our clue? The cursed skull shrine up high holds secrets untold. 6 places south by southeast. Dig a fine hole. So we need to get up high. It looks like we're going over that arch. There's got to be enemies on this island. I mean, I'm totally basing that on the visual of the island. Over this arch. Ooh. Oh. Glad I didn't fall down that massive hole. Oh, here we go. Skeletons. So, I mean, just to give my overall impressions of the game, I'm totally loving it. I've been having an absolute blast with the game in all the times that I've played it. I can't wait. I've got friends who've got it pre-ordered. We're all desperate for it to come out. I just hope, you know, if I had one worry for the game, I hope the scope of it is, how can I describe it? You know, when we all played the beta for Destiny, it was one area and there were like 4 missions or whatever, and you did some just open worldy side quest stuff, And we all thought it was amazing. We're like, well, I can't wait to see what else is in the game after this. And then the game launched, and what we played in the beta was a quarter of the entire game, and there was kind of nothing else. It was just more of that, and it was a bit of a bummer until they, ended up bringing out. Oh, here's the chest. Until they ended up bringing out more content, and we all kind of got used to it. There was this initial. It was a disappointment, like. Maybe the game wasn't a disappointment, but there was this, the hype had led us to think it was something that it wasn't. And I'm trying to keep that in check with Sea of Thieves. These are evolving games. How it launches won't be how it is a year from then. I don't know. My worry is that everything we've seen in this beta will be the whole game, and that might be fairly small in scope. Because what I'm hoping is what we've played here. There's a few different types of missions. There's a few riddles. There's maps. There's pirate versus pirate combat. There's all that stuff. That's great, but how long is that going to keep our interest? So I'm hoping there's more to it than that. And they're certainly keeping things close to their chest. They've actually taken things out of this beta that were in the alpha because they've said that they don't want to spoil it for people. With this beta, we're allowed to share footage, so they don't want to share in things that were in the alpha. They've been showing things in videos and in screenshots that aren't in this, like animals and wildlife, like chickens and stuff like that. So there is going to be other stuff, and there's going to be this Kraken, and supposedly there's more of a story to the campaign. There's an end game. You're not just going out and doing mindless quests, picking up treasure. That's from what they're telling us. That isn't it. There is an end game to find some specific place on the map or whatever. Right, I just need to get home now. I need to stop talking and need to get to Daggertooth Outpost. So we're going southwest. But yeah, my hope is that they've filled it out, and they've created this incredible playground to play in and be a pirate, and it's super fun. As I say, they've found the fun in absolutely everything. It all works. It's silly, as rare games should be. It's tight. It plays brilliantly. It looks amazing. Like, the art style is stunning, and it's got the best water I've ever seen in a game. But the concerns are, let's hope there's enough of it to keep our interest, because I want to be playing this forever. And I realise that's a big ask. I mean, we're entitled gamers, aren't we? We look at a game like Destiny, and Destiny 2 is a great example. I think I've played it for 100 hours, and I would still say to you that I was disappointed with Destiny 2 because it didn't keep my interest for as long as Destiny 1. It's 100 hours, like, I loved every one of those hours. I just ran out of things to do, and maybe that's fine. Maybe 100 hours is enough. I sometimes buy games and play them for 10, but we have expectations, and we see a game like this, and the hype that's built up, whether it's hype created by us or by the developers, is that this is a huge evolving game, and it's going to be a big shared universe, and we're going to all play together, and we're going to be pirates forever. And then if it launches like Destiny and it's only got a few areas and a few activities, and people just run out of steam with it, that obviously leads to disappointment. But anyway, I don't want to be a downer. I just wanted to give some balance, kind of, concerns to what is otherwise just like the most fun that I've had for ages. So, I think I know where I'm going. We're going directly against the wind, which is rubbish because it means we're going super slow. So you can see I've moved the sail so that it's not blocking the wind. It's also not catching much of it, but we are just going against it. God, that water looks so good. It's a big storm getting going over there. I wonder if we can adjust the sail so that it's blocking even less of the wind. There we go. Get past this island. I think there were 2 islands that I have to pass before we get back to Something on that island's firing cannonballs at me. I don't think that's other players. I think that's AI. That was too close. I need to get as far away from this island as I can. Oh, that's definitely... Yeah, that's going to hit me. Panic, panic, panic. Okay, so if I just pull hard left... Oh, crap, I'm going to see the damage. Oh, yeah, that'll do it. So we've got one hole. So I need planks of wood now, and I don't have any. So there's 2 holes. I need to start patching up the holes, basically. That's what you need to do when you get hit and you've got holes, because, yeah, there we go. Water will start coming through the holes, and eventually your ship will sink. And that is the opposite of what I want to happen now. So I need to find wood. There's got to be, in one of these barrels, there's got to be... Oh, there's a downstairs. I didn't even realise there was a downstairs of the boat. And this is where it's filling up with water. Oh, crap. I need to just make sure that I'm away from the island. I've spun 360 degrees and I'm pointing at the island again. Right, I need to stop panicking. If I kind of point in this direction, we're at least moving away from the island. Oh, stop hitting me. They're definitely taking on water. Okay, so there's wooden planks in here. So if I take a ton of wooden planks... 3 holes now. So start repairing the hull. Another great example of when it would be amazing to have a full crew of pirates who could do this while I was steering. Let's just check that I'm going in the right direction. In fact, let's just stop. We're far enough away from the island now. I don't want to be like ramming into a big rock because I'm not watching where I'm going. So let's quickly patch up the hull. Then try and get rid of this water. The process for getting rid of water is a bit stupid and cartoony, but, you know, like 1 bucketful has taken out half that water. I'm presuming 1 more bucketful will clear out all of it. But again, they found the fun in it. Like, if you had to stand there and bail out how much water there was in you know, how many buckets in real life it would take, that wouldn't be any fun. But a quick panic and a quick, you know, fix your holes and bail out a couple of things of water, it's fun. That was a short panic that I've got over and I've fixed. Now let's carry on. This is the homeward journey. I absolutely cannot mess this up now. So I need to check the map and make sure we're going the right way still. Yeah, going directly to Daggertooth Outpost, so that's good. Gotta say, a little bit panicky by that, but we're learning. We're learning that when an island's got a name like Sharktooth Camp or whatever it was, probably give it a wide berth, because the camp has probably got bad people on it that want to blow my ship up. So I just need to go in a straight line, and we should be good. Smashing it. I always like to fiddle with things, you know. I should probably just leave the boat going in a straight line here, but I think we're good. Probably not a game to play if you get seasick. Although I'm sure they've thought about that. I'm sure, I don't know, you would imagine that they've built the game into to not making you seasick. Maybe that's just part of the pirate experience. Maybe if you get seasick, that just makes it more authentic. Maybe I should climb the mast. No, that's stupid. I should not climb the mast. Wish I'd had more chance to use my little sword. Oh, crap. Oh, I didn't realise that that would make me dive forward. Alright, I need to grab this ladder. Oh, God. There's no way of fixing this, is there? My ship with all of that treasure on, just the sail's down, it's just going. Maybe it'll crash into the island. And if I can reach the island, I don't think it's going to hit it, is it? It's going to go past it. Oh my God. Yeah, don't rub it in. Yes, we've reached Daggertooth Outpost. Kind of. Maybe if the ship crashes and... Oh, so this is when you lose your ship, or if your ship sinks, a mermaid appears. And if you talk to the mermaid, they zap you back to your ship, but in a random place with none of your stuff. You know, it's like reset, basically. Oh, crap. Oh, I'm so grumpy. That was stupid. Well, at least we can swim to the island. Oh. Oh. I don't want to turn around. Yeah. Yeah. This has gone bad, hasn't it? Okay. Oh God, I can't believe it. What a stupid, embarrassing end to my voyage. And now I'm a ghost on a ghost ship. So this is something I actually quite like about the game, is that when you die, the little area, your little respawn area, while you're waiting to reload back into the world, is a ghost ship. Well, that's Sea of Thieves. I guess that's poetic. I was going to say it's poetic justice. It's not justice for anything. I was a good pirate. I didn't attack anybody. So yeah, that's Sea of Thieves. That's the Sea of Thieves beta. That is single player Sea of Thieves. Maybe if I had a crew of pirates, that wouldn't have happened, because I would have fallen off the boat like an idiot, and they would have carried on to the island and cashed in all the treasure. Oh. Well, thank you for watching. Thank you for experiencing that embarrassment with me. And hopefully I'll see you in the future for more video gaming action. Okay, bye.